It's an endless fiasco.
So the big news: Trump indicted, first president. It's weird because the left brags about it, going like, "This is how bad Trump is. He's so bad that he's the first president to be indicted." And the right goes, "This is how bad the left is, and this is how outrageous and stupid it is that he's the first living president to be indicted."
It's as if uh, it's just unfathomable that they can't see, right? The Bible talks about those who have eyes to see and ears to hear.
Yeah.
And this is so glaring. They just cannot see the error of their ways. They're so blinded by their hatred. It's that TDS. It's so blinding
Yeah.
that historically, this is the day America fell. This is like a milestone. It's under Biden's watch that America fell to second place in the world, at least, right? Second.
Yeah. Well, what's worse than that is I think America's heart is broken, heart and mind. We've gone nuts on Biden's watch.
Yeah.
And that could be like the mark of a irrecoverable catastrophe. Like,
before the indictment of Trump, this is the story. Like, it seems like it's only been a week since I spoke to you last. I'm like, what am I going to talk with Doug this week? Oh, this was going to be the main.
Yeah. So let's get to the indictment. Here's ALX on Twitter. Donald Trump was indicted before Hunter Biden was. Tells you everything you need to know.
Did Trump pay off Stormy Daniels?
Probably. The point is, think of all the senators and congressmen who have done since, right?
Who have NDAs, non-disclosure agreements.
And if you come against this uniparty and they choose to take you out, they could hunt after me and go through my taxes and indict me over anyone they want, and then just ignore whoever they want. That's, to me, the bottom line is, how can you have confidence in the rule of law? Let's look at the rundown from End Wokeness. Donald Trump raided, indicted. Roger Stone raided, arrested. Steve Bannon arrested. Peter Navarro arrested. Rudy Giuliani raided. The Clintons walk free. Hunter Biden walks free. Epstein's clients walk free. DC insider traders like Nancy Pelosi walk free.
Yeah.
This goes back to the whole rule of law thing. I'm a conservative. I'm a Republican. I'm an American. I'm a constitutionalist. But what good is that piece of paper if you're not going to use it? So I'm just going, the rule of law can't just work for one side, guys. And it's clearly only working for one side.
It's embarrassing. And one of the things I think about is with the world, on the world stage, that as the globe, because media it's this incestuous cesspool. And if you've never lived outside of America, or if you've never, spent any time studying other cultures or even history, you're in this bubble and you think everybody is hearing the same thing I'm hearing and I have a grasp of reality. But when you step out and the rest of the world looks at this and goes, oh, so arresting your political opponent, that's very Stalin-esque. It's very banana republic-esque, indicting the lead political opponent. And that's what just happened.
Yeah, so Trump is indicted. That plays in his favor. I think it could be because look who united around Trump? DeSantis.
Yeah.
Mike Pence. All of the other candidates, the rhinos, are forced to unite behind Trump. It's a magic missile. It's magic.
Okay, so
he united the Republican Party. He did his lawyer released a thing saying, of course we're not for the indictment, but we see how it's going to reveal the truth and we're going to benefit from that truth. So they're saying, of course, they're not for it. He doesn't like it, but he's going to use it, and he should use every ounce of it to win.
So you hear that they don't want that the left or the administration, they don't want the the photo ops, like the perp walk and
Right.
handcuffing and all that. Right? They're going to stick him in a jail cell. Is that what's going to happen?
They're going to, well, that's all decided by, was it the State Department that decides what the tone is going to be?
The Secret Service, I think, or something.
Yeah, it's something like that, where they decide if he gets cuffed, he does have to get fingerprinted and mugshot. So they usually drive a car into an underground garage and bring him into the courtroom that way. So safe, they have to safe transfer.
I've got a, I did one video when last week when Trump announced, he's like, I'm going to be indicted on Tuesday. And I did one video saying, Trump arrest canceled, nothing to protest. And I'm going to say that I was right for a week, right? I was right for a week.
Yeah, the news is quick.
But then I'm like, I just intellectually couldn't see it actually happening. And here it's happened.
Like, that's hubris, right? They just go, we have so much control of media and the FBI and the state and the internet that we can roll out any story we want. I don't in general believe that our state operates to that level of darkness. I just have a hard time believing it. It's easier to attribute it to incompetence than evil. Like, they're just too dumb.
There's a bunch of people out there that are absolutely celebrating and saying this isn't far enough, right?
And Alvin Bragg is just evil. He doesn't even have to hear voices.
He doesn't.
He is the voice. He goes, I know what to do.
Right.
And it's the kind of people that go on a witch hunt for him paying off a porn star in 2016 over an affair they had in 2008, allegedly. And it's so unfair. Why didn't they do it in 2017?
Right. Well, then, yeah.
They've impeached him twice. They made him release his tax records. They couldn't get him. They're not going to get him. He'll run his campaign from jail.
Oh yeah, no. This is going to be really.
You can't stop him. He's like, no, you don't understand. I'm running my campaign from jail, and I'm going to win, and I'm going to be the president in jail.
So we won't know the actual, the contents of the indictment until he appears. There's, it's like
it's under seal right now. They unseal it and tell you supposedly they have 30 counts against him.
Yeah. And it's all related to campaign
to how the money was laundered from Trump to
Michael Cohen, his former lawyer. Yeah.
He was a fixer.
Yeah.
So he had him on retainer for, I think it was it 10 grand a month or 100 grand a month? I think it was 10 grand a month for a year, or it might have been 100 grand a month for a year, or something like that.
I know it was like a 450,000 lump sum. Like, this was included in like fees for my lawyer, things that he does for me. So
they're going to try and nail him for illegal campaign contributions and all that, just everything. That's all made up.
An innovative legal theory, right?
This is injustice. And this is why I hate to say it, but I laugh at conservatives that are so naive with this loosing the football. And they're sitting there going like, we can't have a guy like Trump say we need to suspend the Constitution. I'm like, going, you already suspended it. An assault on our country. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at you. Screw you. Maybe they know something. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they knew something I don't. I know so little, but that's the sentiment of MAGA is like, look, we see a two-tier justice system. We're done. Don't give me your Constitution crap.
Thanks for watching this clip of Doug Q. Michael. To watch this entire episode, follow the link in the description below. Click the link to go to Rumble,